Today, I want to share a personal journey with you, stepping outside the familiar, challenging routines, and intentionally choosing a different path. For a long time, predictability offered comfort. My days were a well-oiled machine of habits, a rhythm that felt safe and efficient. But a nagging thought began to surface. Was I living life on autopilot? Was I missing out on potential growth or new perspectives by rigidly adhering to what I already knew? This question sparked a desire to experiment, to disrupt my daily existence. I decided it was time to try doing things differently, to consciously alter some core routines and observe the impact. I wasn't looking for a radical overnight transformation, but rather deliberate, incremental shifts to see what might unfold. The initial feeling was a mix of excitement and apprehension. Breaking away from ingrained habits, even small ones, can be unsettling. Our brains crave efficiency, and routines are the ultimate efficiency tool. They free up mental energy, allowing us to navigate days without constant decision-making. So, when I decided to, say, change my usual commuting route, or swap my morning workout for an evening one, there was an initial internal resistance. It felt wrong, in a subtle, almost subconscious way. My body and mind were accustomed to a certain sequence of events, and altering that sequence triggered a mild sense of disorientation. One of the first things I altered was my morning routine. For years, it had been a predictable sequence. Alarm, coffee, news, shower, dress, leave. A well-rehearsed dance. I decided to introduce a new element: 15 minutes of journaling before touching my phone or turning on the news. The first few days were challenging. My hand felt stiff, my thoughts scattered. The urge to just grab my phone and scroll was powerful. But I persisted. And what happened? A profound shift in my mental state. Instead of immediately absorbing external information, I was creating space for my own thoughts and reflections. This small change, just 15 minutes, set a completely different tone for my entire day. I felt more grounded, more centered, before the demands of the outside world even began to encroach. It was as if I was proactively shaping my mental landscape, rather than reactively responding to it. Another significant area I targeted was my approach to tasks. My default had always been to tackle the most daunting or unpleasant task first. Get it over with, and then move on to easier things. While this had a certain logic, it often meant starting my day with dread or overwhelm. So, I flipped it. I decided to start my day with a task I genuinely enjoyed or found fulfilling, even if it wasn't the most urgent. For example, instead of immediately diving into answering a mountain of emails, I might dedicate the first hour to a creative project, or deep dive research into a topic I was passionate about. The immediate effect was a noticeable boost in my mood and motivation. I was building positive momentum from the outset. This initial positive experience then carried over to the more challenging tasks. They still needed to be done, of course, but I approached them with a greater sense of energy and a less burdened mind. It was a subtle reframing that had a powerful impact on my productivity and overall job satisfaction. Then there was the social aspect. I'm generally an extrovert, but I often found myself falling into comfortable social patterns, connecting with the same familiar faces. I made a conscious effort to broaden my social circle, to engage with new people, and to say yes to invitations I might typically have declined. This led to some truly unexpected and enriching experiences. I attended workshops on topics I knew little about, joined new hobby groups, and struck up conversations with strangers in coffee shops. Each new interaction, each new perspective, added another layer to my understanding of the world and myself. It expanded my comfort zone in ways I hadn't anticipated, and introduced me to fascinating individuals with diverse backgrounds and ideas. The common thread in all these experiments was the willingness to embrace discomfort. Change, by its very nature, often involves a temporary period of awkwardness or uncertainty. But what I discovered was that on the other side of that initial discomfort lay growth, learning, and often, a deeper sense of fulfillment. It wasn't about finding a single, perfect new routine. It was about cultivating a mindset of openness and adaptability. It was about recognizing that while routines offer structure, rigid adherence can also limit potential. By consciously choosing to do things differently, even in small ways, I unlocked new avenues for personal development and enriched my daily life. It taught me that sometimes, the most profound changes come from simply being willing to step off the well-worn path and see where a new direction might lead. So, I encourage you to try it. What small thing can you do differently today, or this week, that might just open up a whole new world of possibilities? The results, I've found, can be truly surprising and incredibly rewarding.